Hi, WEOLA. My question is about food. And it's kind of a two-part question that I can make very simple to portray. And I know that you're going to tap into my vibration on this. And so you're going to know exactly what I'm really needing to get from this, or wanting. I'm desiring this clarity. The first part of this question is, okay, first of all, let me just say this, because I feel like this is needed. I have a really good relationship with my body. I'm really tuned into it. I've learned how to listen to it very clearly. When it needs this, I do it. When it wants that, I do it. Like, I have learned to really listen to the cells, because I believe, like, the cells actually have their own language. What I'm wondering is, around food, why do humans ever eat food based on emotional reasons rather than actual physical hunger reasons? And then the second part of that is for me specifically, which is, why is it that when I feel at my most high, tuned in, tapped in, turned on vibration, I may not be hungry, but I feel drawn to eat as a way of, like, releasing the energy or grounding the energy or somehow matching the energy based on the act of eating? And I don't know what that is about. And so that's the clarity that I really am desiring from you.
There is few things here for you. This binge eating or eating through the emotions based off of that is, in a way, process of the body physically even is organized in a way where you're getting the energy from different nutrients into your body to allow your body to function. And then based off of how you're intaking those nutrients and that food through you, you can sometimes eat more, sometimes eat less, and based off of in what state of receiving the food you are in is what kind of effect will have in your body. Variety of people can eat variety of different or even the same diet or similar products and have completely different outcomes based off of their natural metabolism, based off of what they feel is their genetic predisposition. Kosta has always been a skinny boy and growing up become a skinny adult and could never keep up the energy. He could eat anything he wanted and then show in his body almost none for it because he was always so active, always allowing energy to flow in and out, flow in and out. And at some point he was looking into the context of a broader society and boys in his young adult age being more muscular and allowing development of the body and seeing how beautiful it is to have certain bodies and then wanting to keep that. But he was dancing so much, having a lot of teaching classes, at one point being on his feet for 60 to 80 hours a week. And no matter how much he was eating, whatever he was eating, whatever food was there that make other people gain weight, he would lose even more weight. So in this sense, then, as he was moving through different energies of different types of activity, he could feel that his body is changing. His body physically changing based off of the contexts that he has been absorbing, that with age, body is changing, that with age, other things are changing, and that with age, he needs to maybe work in a different way or look through the body differently. And while that is true, that body is getting and allowing different things to go through, you also have through your body more and more awareness about the balance of everything that exists flowing through you. So then, as you say, listening to your body and your body always telling you exactly what and how much to get in order to be nourished. From physicality point of view, oftentimes this feeling of allowing more and more food to be brought up into your body can be from the physical perspective of mind being so active that at some point your body, in order to balance itself, is saying to get so much food to allow itself to relax. Because when you're focused so much so outwards and your mind is being so much active and you do not catch sensitivity part for it, the body, your vessel that carries your beautiful, unique feeling of your life, is allowing itself to give you some sort of way for you to, in a way, slow down your thoughts. Once you get this balance between focused and unfocused, you will see that necessity for that type of intake of food in order to get it from the habit of how you used to do it as a child or how people are doing it, will be so much so different because of how you are listening for your food for nourishment, and then allow time for you to have satisfaction, not only for food for nourishment, but also for social experience as you're enjoying and sharing beautiful energy exchange with others, which is often the reason of people having so much more of intake like that. First part of looking into the context, and second part understanding that the nourishment is there first, and therefore after that everything extra depends on the amount of focus outwards or allowing that integration inwards that then allows you to go and to keep your balance there. Moment by moment experience like this is so unique to every single person that feeling of allowing, in which a lot of people call eating your emotions, actually means eating in order to bring the focus to the body and allow your mind to be in a place of more ease. So every time you feel like you're having a lot of anxiety in a way to have some food based off of something that's been offered to you in that moment, check in to see what is the process and where are you in the part of your creation process. As you see that you're in a place of question, allow yourself to be in a vibration of answer before you revisit your impulse to go and have the food. And then you will see the huge difference when you're allowing yourself to nourish yourself, or where you're trying to stop the thoughts to continue going in a certain direction, and therefore allow intake of a variety of things, not only food but also drinks, sugar levels, a lot of people different drugs, and everything that allows you to really allow the ease of your mind. When you have this dance, as we talked, between this balance between mind being outward, sorting, and then allowing that to be integrated, and again sorting and integrated, and you are the one having those reins, then you will see that everything, even your food intake, is in such balance that you really then can go and consciously go and have some extra, as Kosta was doing quite a lot with sweets with his trip currently. Last night did not even notice there was the full box of these beautiful desserts, and only until Armand brought to his attention that he ate the whole thing on his own did he notice that he ate the whole thing. Because during those few days he's been spending so much energy. Did he really necessarily need to eat all of that? Was that binging? Yes. Did he really need it for nutrition? No. Was it satisfying? Yes. Was that justified in a way with extra activity that he doesn't usually have? Yes. But you see, moment by moment, if you listen to your body and if you have this balance between ease of everything that exists and then movement through those questions, you will know exactly why you're eating. And then even when you do eat that in order to have these what you call eating your emotion experiences, you will be choosing that consciously moment by moment by moment, and then it will not have any negative effect on you.
Yes, that feels good. It feels like I just shifted in that energy around the negativity, because it doesn't have to be negative. I guess the only last part of that is, do emotions actually, because there's so many people I know, and for me as well, where it's like I'm not physically hungry, yet all I want to do is eat. And so I'm wondering, is the emotion tied to the act? And I know you just described it in some way, but I want you to go even deeper, I think, with how the emotion will actually tie into the need that we as humans think is a need to now eat.
Your emotion will tell you. Your emotion at that moment will tell you. Your feeling of being at need or necessity or something that it's a red light is definitely not a place for you to nourish yourself. You always nourish yourself from the place of ease. Even if you go and eat that part, the moment you start eating, you allow that nourishment to do something good for you. but it's in the act of choosing that and doing it not from the place of needing and necessity, but from the place of easy question, answer, dance about food. That some nutrition comes in and then releases out, and then another comes in and releases out, and another comes in and releases out. That it's inevitable for all of the cells that you are constantly moving, oscillating, and changing. Some of them re-emerging, some of them coming through, some of them re-emerging, some of them coming through. Everything in physicality is in a constant movement. Everything in non-physicality is in constant movement. So that necessity feeling tells you where you're at that moment. So if you find that necessity feeling, even if you're legitimately so much so hungry and your body really needs it, taking the moment to allow nourishment part to come through, you can very quickly switch the need to satisfaction, and then from there have completely different experience in that process of food intake.
That was what I needed. That was it. Thank you, WEOLA. Thank you.
Really, really excellent conversation.